Hi there, it's Ivan and you are watching Puzzle Guy channel. Today is Friday and usually on Friday I try to solve difficult puzzles, but today I'm gonna solve puzzle for kids. Or at least that is what the name of the puzzle says, Euclid for kids. And Euclid may sound familiar to you since I've solved Euclid puzzle about 3 or 4 months ago on my channel. That puzzle was designed by Dr. Volker Latussek and made by Pelikan. It looks like this. This puzzle has 5 parts which you have to fit inside the frame, and the Euclid for Kids is a much smaller puzzle and it has only 3 parts. It is also made by Pelikan. It is made of 3 different kinds of wood, what makes it look very beautiful, and the object is again to fit all 3 parts inside the frame. And you may say that it is pretty easy, just fit 3 parts inside the box, but it is not as easy as it looks. It is much more difficult, and it may take quite some time to figure out the way how to solve the puzzle. I couldn't resist start solving this puzzle as soon as I got it from Pelikan. So first 30 minutes of solving I did it without filming, and after 30 minutes I thought that this puzzle is impossible to solve. There is no way to fit all 3 parts inside, and my version of this puzzle is broken, or it is not precisely made, or all other stuff that is comes through your mind when you can't solve the puzzle. But then I took the camera, a couple of days later I took the camera and started solving it, and finally I've been able to find solution, but that was not easy. And if you want to see my attempt to solve this puzzle, keep watching this video. And if you like Euclid for Kids puzzle and you want to buy it, there are still 9 copies of this puzzle available at pelikanpuzzles.eu, so go there and buy one for yourself. First 30 minutes of solving this puzzle off camera gave me a feeling that this puzzle is completely impossible, since when I tried to fit all 3 parts inside, there was at least one part that I couldn't fit inside. So first of all, I'm gonna stop my stopwatch, and now let's see what I mean. So when you fit, for example, this part inside, you can fit this part, but then it is completely impossible to fit the 3rd part, and this part is very tricky since you can't fit it this way. It is just a little bit bigger than the opening. You can't fit it this way since it is a little bit bigger again than the opening. This way you can't fit it either, so the only way you can fit it is like this or like this, but I can't do it since 2 parts are inside and it is impossible to do. If I remove small part, I will be able to try to fit this part, but still there is no way to fit it inside. Even if I move this part different ways, even if I put it down like this, I still can't fit this part inside. Only like this, but that's it. I can't put it flat. It is like a little bit angled, so that is not the right way to fit it inside. And when this part is inside this way, I can't fit this part either, so it is too big. So as I told you, first 30 minutes gave me nothing. I have no idea how to solve this puzzle, and I'm still gonna try to find the correct way how to do it. So it is even difficult to remove this part since there are not many ways how to do it. Again, if I take this part, I can fit it this way. I can't fit it this way, and there are only a couple of ways how I can do it. Even if I try with small parts, for example, I put this inside, this goes inside as well, I can't fit them both inside this way. Okay, maybe I can try to fit the bigger part vertical inside and to the side, but now the issue is that I can't fit the bigger part. I can't even fit it like this on the side, since it is just a little bit bigger, just a tiny millimeter, maybe even less than 1 millimeter is not enough to fit it inside. So this puzzle is so precisely made that every time when you do something, you're not enough just a little bit to fit all three parts inside. And when I try to put these parts on a box like this, there are not many ways how you can actually fit them. This way they don't fit. There is probably a way how you can do it like this, but I'm not sure. So still I have no ideas how to solve the puzzle, but I'm gonna keep trying. Maybe I will find the right way how to solve it. So this looks kind of nice. Seems like I can fit all three parts inside, but how to do it? This is the biggest question. If I try to fit them like this, I'm not going to be able to fit this part this way. I will be able to fit this part, maybe even this part. Let's try to do it. So this goes inside. This part I can put like this. Maybe I can rotate it. So let's see if it is possible to rotate it. Yeah, it is possible, but now this part is completely impossible to fit inside. As you can see, the only way, as I told you, is to fit it like this, but there is not enough space, so I have to keep trying. Okay, that was quite interesting. I've tried to fit these two parts inside, but again, as you can see, it is not enough, just a little bit, less than 1 millimeter to fit both parts inside. I thought it's going to be like a nice way to fit it, maybe not straight, maybe just a little bit this way, but I can't fit both parts inside. That is crazy. Maybe I can try to fit one like this, and next we'll go probably I can force feed it inside, but I don't want to do it. I'm not gonna, I don't think it's gonna help me to do something, since inside still I can't put these two parts together in such a way that they're gonna fit nicely. And again, there will be no way to fit this part inside, since this part is gonna be on the way, so that is not the solution again. So I have to keep looking, since that is pretty crazy. But at least on this side of the frame there are lines which can clearly show you the inner part of the frame. So if you can fit your three-piece structure inside these lines, it's gonna be possible to fit it inside, but if you find the correct way. So like this, there is no way I can fit all parts, but if I put this, for example, like this, seems like impossible again. Okay. Okay, it's been 20 minutes since I started solving the puzzle, and 30 minutes off camera, so 50 minutes in total, and I have no idea what I'm doing. I'm still moving these parts in the same shapes and still have no clue how to fit them inside. So seems like a dead end. Have no idea what to do next. Sometimes I think that I have an idea, but this idea is completely false. Again, these two looks pretty good, and when I put these three parts inside, they are not fit. Crazy puzzle. Just three parts and a frame. Seems like a real puzzle for kids. It is so easy. Put three parts inside the box and that's all. Puzzle is gonna be solved. But nope. It is so well made that it is always not enough of just a little bit to fit all parts inside. So again, this part is too big, so I have to probably fit it first. since it is not possible to fit it the last, but now I can't fit this part. Maybe this way, but I can fit it only so much and that's it, and then I can't fit the last piece. Completely impossible for now. Okay, there is only way like to put these parts this way, but I don't think I can count it as a solution. Okay, I think that this is the only way how you can fit 3 parts inside the cube, since if you try to move all of them, there is no way to fit them in a different shape, but like this, it is the only possible way. You can rotate this part this way, or you can move this part probably like this. Yeah, that still fits. But still the general idea is going to be the same. So this part is going to be here, this one here, and this one in here. Now question is how to fit all 3 parts inside. That is quite difficult. If I put this part this way, it gives me a little bit more room for this part. If I put it like this, it is just a little bit less space left. Since like this, it is almost tight. If I put them like this, there's like a lot of space left. And this part I can put aside, and I can put it like this or like this, it doesn't matter. But when I start putting them inside, doesn't matter which part I start. So if I start with this one, then for example I can put this one, but I can put it only this way, then I have to rotate it so that I put it right. And next I have this one, but it is not enough just a little bit to fit it inside. Even if I try to move this part, even I can put it flat down, but in this case I'm not going to be able to fit it inside. It is going to stick out just a little bit, but it is not the solution. So I have to keep trying to figure out the way. So, and if I start assembling with the biggest part, I have to figure out how it's supposed to be like this. If I start assembling with the biggest part, there is no room left to fit other parts. So I can fit this one, but for this part I can fit it only this way, but like this it is not possible. So no way how I can fit it. I even tried to rotate the big part inside, but still is nothing. Even if I try to move it up and put the smaller part flat down, they're both too tall and I can't fit them in a correct way. Maybe just got an idea. Maybe I have to rotate the bigger part. Maybe I have to put it this way. It doesn't seem like I can fit it inside, since I'm not gonna be able to fit it inside. I can fit this one, but then this part is impossible to fit inside. I can probably take a hammer and hammer it inside, but don't think it is a correct solution. Okay, so let's try again. This goes inside, this goes like this. I can't rotate it now. I can rotate the small part, or maybe I can, yeah, I can rotate it obviously, but I can't fit it inside because of the small part. Okay, maybe if I put the small part like this. Oh, that is interesting. I've been able to fit both parts, but again, there is no way I can fit this one, since it is too big, and the only way to fit it is like this or like this, but in all other cases it goes kinda wrong. Okay, I think that I have to keep trying. Maybe I find another way how to fit them inside. Maybe there is a way how to fit the medium-sized part and the big one. Yeah, I don't think so. They're so precisely made that it is not enough, just a little bit to fit both of them inside. Okay, I think that I found something. I don't know if it's gonna help me to solve or no. Since there is the only way how to fit 3 parts inside like this, and the only way to fit all of them inside is to fit this piece the last, so I have to fit these 2 parts first. And it is not possible to fit this piece inside when this piece is vertical, since it's gonna block the way. It's supposed to be horizontal. In this case, I will be able to fit this part. But now the question is how to fit this part. And I think that I have an idea how to do it, but I don't think that I'm 100% sure how to do it. So this part is supposed to go first inside. I hope you can see what I'm doing. And now this piece goes to the side, and it doesn't fit with these 2 parts, but if I try to do something like this, no, I don't think that it is possible. Or maybe I have to try to rotate both parts. So let's see if I put this part like this and now try to fit. Okay, but how to fit this back? So now I will be able to fit this part inside. The question is how to put this back. Okay, I feel like this is it. This is the solution, but not the full solution, since I have to fit this part back somehow. So let's try again. If I remove this part, this goes. Oh my! I think that I know what to do. So this goes inside. This stays like this. This part goes this way, and now I can't reach the small part with my finger, but I can rotate the whole frame. Ta-da! Okay, finally I've been able to find the correct solution of this puzzle. Okay, it took me 15 minutes plus 30 minutes, 1 hour, 20 minutes, so less than 1.5 hours. That is awesome. I thought it's gonna take me much more time to figure out the way, but still it was pretty difficult and took me a lot of time to solve it. So now I have to remove both parts. So remove all parts. So this goes up, this I can rotate. Now I can flip it upside down to remove this part, and now I can remove both these parts. Oh, that is interesting. I can put this part horizontal 2 different ways. So if I put this up, I can just rotate it flat inside. Hope you can see it this way. Or I can do it the way I tried to do it first. So I can just put it vertical, rotate the part on the right, and move this part like this. Okay, that is crazy puzzle. Just 3 little parts, but it takes so much time to figure out how to fit all these 3 parts inside. This rotation of 2 parts is just something unbelievable. I had no idea it is possible, but yet it was the part of the solution, and I really enjoyed solving this puzzle. That was my attempt to solve Euclid for Kids puzzle. As you could see, it is a very difficult puzzle and it is definitely not meant for kids. It is made for experienced puzzlers, and I don't think somebody is gonna solve this puzzle in 5 or 10 minutes just by luck. I don't see it is possible. I think it's gonna take at least half an hour, maybe hour, maybe sometimes hours or days to find solutions, since at the first glance this puzzle seems pretty easy, but then when you start solving you can see that some parts are just a little bit bigger than you want them to be and you can't fit them inside, and you start thinking that your puzzle is not well made, that it is like a broken version or something. But eventually when you find the aha moment, you know exactly that now you will be able to solve this puzzle, and this puzzle is amazing. It was a very fun experience to solve it, and I highly recommend this puzzle to everyone. If you like Euclid for Kids puzzle and you want to buy it, as I told you, there are some copies of this puzzle are still available at pelikanpuzzles.eu. And if you enjoyed watching my video, hit the like button, don't forget to subscribe if you're not subscribed yet, and push the bell button to be notified every time I upload new video. See you next time!